Welcome back to Brain Bitesize. Today, we're exploring a question that baffles many. Do narcissists genuinely love the children? Stay tuned till the end for an eye-opening perspective that might change how you see these relationships. Understanding narcissism. Narcissism goes beyond mere vanity or self-absorption. It's a psychological condition characterized by an inflated sense of self-importance, a deep need for excessive attention and admiration, and a lack of empathy for others. But at its core, narcissism is often a mask for deep-seated insecurity and low self-esteem. Narcissists tend to create an idealized image of themselves to the world, constantly seeking validation to bolster their fragile self-worth. This pursuit often leads them to manipulate or exploit relationships to serve their own needs, disregarding the feelings or well-being of others. It's important to note that narcissism exists on a spectrum, ranging from having a few narcissistic traits to full-blown narcissistic personality disorder, NPD, as classified in the DSM-5, the Manual for Mental Health Professionals. The narcissistic parent-child dynamic. At the core of this relationship is the narcissist's need for admiration and validation, which they may seek through their children. This can manifest in various ways. For instance, a narcissistic parent might push their child to excel in areas that bring the parent prestige, such as academics, sports, or arts. While on the surface, this may resemble the behavior of a supportive and ambitious parent, the underlying motive is different. It's not about the child's happiness or growth but about fulfilling the parent's need for external validation and self-worth. This dynamic can also swing to the other extreme, where the child is constantly criticized and belittled. The narcissistic parent may perceive the child's individuality or differing opinions as a threat to their authority or self-image. In these cases, the child often struggles with self-esteem, feeling they can never meet their parents' expectations or earn genuine approval. Love or control. At first glance, a narcissistic parent's actions might resemble love. They're often involved in their children's lives, may shower them with gifts, or push them to achieve. However, upon closer examination, these behaviors often reveal a more controlling nature. This control is not about guiding or supporting the child but rather about fulfilling the narcissist's own emotional needs and desires. For instance, a narcissist might push their child to excel in a particular field, not primarily for the child's benefit, but to boost their own ego and public image. They may use affection as a tool, giving or withholding it based on how well the child meets their expectations or serves their needs. This conditional love creates a confusing environment for the child, who may constantly strive to please the parent to gain affection and approval. Impact on children. Children of narcissistic parents may struggle with self-esteem issues. Constantly being criticized or compared unfavorably to others can erode a child's self-worth. They might grow up feeling that they are never good enough, no matter how hard they try. These children often face challenges in forming healthy relationships. Having been exposed to manipulative and conditional love, they might either become overly submissive, constantly seeking approval, or swing to the other extreme, developing distrustful and guarded personalities. This can lead to difficulties in forming deep and meaningful connections in adulthood. Navigating these relationships. One effective strategy is to set clear and firm boundaries. This means deciding what behaviors you will and will not tolerate and asserting these boundaries. It's important to remain consistent with these boundaries, as narcissists often test limits. However, it's equally vital to manage expectations, understanding that a narcissist may not respect these boundaries or acknowledge their hurtful behavior. For those who are parenting alongside a narcissistic ex-partner, co-parenting can be particularly challenging. In such cases, focusing on the child's well-being is paramount. This might involve limiting direct communication with the narcissistic parent and using structured communication methods, like email or co-parenting apps, to minimize conflict and emotional manipulation. The question of whether narcissists love the children is not black and white. It's a complex interplay of emotions, control, and psychological needs. Remember, understanding is the first step towards healing and growth. Thank you for watching Brain Bitesize. For more insights into the human mind, subscribe and hit the bell icon for notifications.